Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Wow, 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 wow. Shane Whitlow of Love After Lockup was on Jam TV. That's a Instagram channel run by Bones Thugs and Harmony legend. Okay? Anyway, it's a long interview, but I'm going to give you guys the tea. All right? And it is some good tea. First off, we're not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna waste your time here, my lovelies. But he has revealed that he has love in his life, and her name is Steph Costas. Now, she was on his Instagram page, but he removed that post. But there was some speculation about her being his girlfriend. But it was just a shout out for her being a single mom. She has a child younger than Summer, which is Shane's daughter. I don't see a man in her life on her page before she got pregnant. Maybe this was a decision of her to have a baby on her own. Just maybe she didn't have anyone in her life at the time and decided the clock was ticking and she decided to do it. I don't know, just my theory. But she seems to have her head together. She is into animal rescue. Okay, my lovelies. Now this is quite interesting pairing, considering what Lacey accused Shane of. Of course, Shane walks away scot-free, and Virginia has a very strict animal rights law. I mean, even if you got a misdemeanor, you're doing a year and a half. Okay? So he must have had enough evidence to get him off. Now, switching gears from all of that, he says he's in a very good spot in his life. Because he said this lady has uplifted him. He was down in the bottom, the lowest he can be. And he literally said that this woman saved his life. Now, he even goes into depth about his childhood. He said he had a bad childhood, and it seemed very rough. His parents fought a lot. Dad beat his mom. She got him in jail. She turned to alcohol. She was bipolar. Eventually, she couldn't raise her children, and they kind of bounced around and eventually fell into the system. And the reason why he got sent into prison is because he beat up his molester. Yes, he did. That malicious wounding, he said he beat him up, put him in a car, and took him to the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, the man survived. Shane was shocked because he said he was blood everywhere. It looked like a murder scene. And his mother is dead now, and his dad had spent a lot of time in and out of jails. And when he came out of jail, he said he literally went from a nobody to somebody because the camera started rolling. And you can imagine that, because he said he really had no one in his life. He has 4 brothers, maybe 5. He's never really seen in years. He has seen his sister. He's in contact. I believe he might be staying with his sister. His sister is older than he is. But he hasn't seen his other brothers. And it's, it's unfortunate because they have been, in and out of the system right along there with Shane. And he said it was rough. It was a lot of beating going on being in the foster system. So, and then it goes on. We move forward and we start talking about Lacey. And he said that Lacey didn't want him to better himself at all. Because he wanted to go to college and, once he got out, but he said he worked his butt off. He had numerous jobs. And every job, when it took away from the home, I guess she didn't get her attention. She told him to quit. He quit. Then when she got tired of him hanging around the house, go back to work. But he quit. So he had to go look for another job. And he found another job, and the cycle continued on and on. And he did not want to get on OnlyFans. He did not want to do any of that. But we know how he got into it. Okay, we can only assume. And also, this is the big shocker, my lovelies. A big shocker. he didn't know Lacey was cheating on him or even talking to John. He had to watch the show to see that, because people were telling him, man, you better watch the show. And he doesn't watch the show. But he did that time because there were so many people telling him he needs to do that. So there are some parts of the show that's not scripted. And he was shocked because Lacey had him do 2 lie detector tests, and it proved that he was not cheating. But he just finds it hypocritical that she was the one doing all the cheating and she had him take the test. So that proves the show has, I think it's these reality shows, the producers are, they bring up a topic, they want to discuss it in the scene. They want to act it out the way. Okay, bring that up, Lacey. Bring that up, Shane. Talk about that. It's not technically a script where you read and say a certain dialogue. That's how it typically works in a lot of these reality shows. There's a producer on scene and they say, okay, bring this up. We're going to talk about this in the scene. So Lacey wanted to bring up lie detector tests. And I guess cheaters always think other people are cheaters, right? So he was shocked. That was shocking to me that he didn't know or didn't even watch the show. So, there it is, my lovelies. Shane has got a new girlfriend. He's laid it up. And she is an animal rescue of pit bulls. And it's odd that Shane and Lacey follow her. She seems like a very cool chick, though. And I'm glad he's with her. She seems so level-headed. And it seems as if, Shane said he wants to work on music and fitness. Those are his passions. He seems to be, when you hear him speak, he seems like he's got it together. The only thing that he regretted on the show, he said he hated how the show presented him as a bad dad. And he's not a bad dad. And I'm like, Shane, I don't think they presented you as a bad dad at all. You're up there doing homework with the kids and making sure they have beach days and, have some fun in the sun. You're doing things at the age of 21, very mature, going out there, taking over, as a father figure for 4 kids that are not your own. So, I don't know how he thought, it would explain it why he would think that way, because he doesn't watch the show. So he said he was mad at producers for that, but you would be, I guess, if you don't watch the show, because he is portrayed in a good light on the show. So that's good. So my lovelies, if you want to hear the whole thing, you got to go to Jams TV. But I'm just giving you the bits and pieces, but I gave you all the juicy morsels. But it was good information to hear. And I'm glad, I just got a good aura from Shane, and that's good to hear. But I'm going to leave it right here, my lovelies. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? And why is Lacey following this new girlfriend of Shane? Why is she following Steph? Why? Interesting. Maybe to keep tabs. I mean, I would. I don't know, whatever. But you know what you got to do? We're going to have this conversation in the comments section. Maybe we'll get some visitors in there. I don't know. But my lovelies, you have to hit the subscription bell and hit that notification one too if you want to be in on the tea. All right, my lovelies, I'll catch you all on the flip side.